Hi, my name is Den. Welcome to my channel. This is an acoustic guitar worship tutorial for the song This Is Our God, made popular by Phil Wickham. It's written by Phil Wickham, Stephen Furtick, Brandon Lake, and Pat Barrett. It's in the key of C, 4/4 time at 80 beats per minute. First, let's talk strum patterns for the song. The first strum pattern I'd like to show you is just all down, up, but you're going to do 16th notes. So it's 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and it's just all down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. The tempo is something like this. Remember those walls that we called sin and shame. So you're just kind of going down, up, 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 down, up. Another strum pattern that you could do would be to do down, 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 down. Just all down strums. So it'd be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So I'm just going down on the 1 and the and, down on the 2 and the and, down on 3 and then 4 and. Remember those walls that we called sin and shame. So you're just going down, 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 down. Another thing you can do when you're doing all down strums is every once in a while put in an up strum. So let me do an up strum on beat 4. So it would sound like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and a 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and a. So whenever you go and a, you're going to go down up real fast. And get to the point where you can do that on any beat. So you could do it on beat 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and a 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and a. So right on the word and a, I'm doing down up. So it would be like down, 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 up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. You could do it every other beat if you wanted. You could do it on beat 2 and beat 4. So it would be 1 and 2 and a 3 and 4 and a 1 and 2 and a 3 and 4 and a. For the intro of the song, there's not actually an acoustic guitar until verse 1 on the recording. But for us, we can just get that little 16th rhythm going. And I'm just on a C chord. And you're going to do a measure of C. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then go to C suspended for 2 beats and then come back to a C. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, C, 2, 3, 4, C suspended, 2, C, 4. So here we go again. C, C suspended, C, C, C suspended, C. Another option during the intro would be to play some of that melody line that you hear some of the other instruments playing. So if you're playing by yourself, or if you are the second guitar player, it would be like this. So if you play a C chord, it would sound like this. So I'm just playing the G string twice, and then the B string twice, and then back to the G string, and then on the D string I'm going to play 3rd fret to 2nd fret, and then back to 3rd fret twice, and then 2nd fret. All while you have a C and a C suspended chord formed. You could also do it while you're finger picking if you wanted to. I would probably probably never do that live just because it's too much to think about when I'm leading worship, but it's kind of cool if you were the second guitar player. For verse 1 of the song, you're going to start out on a C chord. You just get the 16th notes going. Or you can just do all downs if you want to on every 8th. Be a C chord. Remember those walls that we call sin and shame. A minor. They were like prisons that we couldn't escape. G suspended, but he came and he died. F and he rose. Those walls are rubble now. C. C suspended, C. Let me go into verse 2. So once again, on verse 1, you can either play downs on 8th notes or do down ups on the 16th notes. Here is what it would sound like with 16th notes. Remember those walls that we call sin and shame. A minor. They were like prisons that we couldn't escape. G suspended, but he came and he died. F and he rose. Those walls are rubble now. Back to the intro. So it's a C and then a C suspended, C. And then you go into verse number 2. Another thing to keep in mind on the verses is that there is an extra heavy emphasis, I guess, on beats 2 and beat 4. There's actually a guitar on the recording that on beat 2 just goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And they may actually have the G note down on that 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, A minor. So if you want to, you can do both at the same time. So if you're doing all downs, just put a little bit louder strum on beat 2 and beat 4. You can also do it on beat 1 if you want, but it would sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember those walls that we call sin and shame. A minor. They were like prisons that we couldn't escape. Just putting a heavy emphasis on beat 2 and beat 4. If you're doing it with 16th notes, it would sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember those walls that we call sin and shame. A minor. They were like prisons that we couldn't escape. So you can do that if you want, just to add a little bit extra variety. For verse 2 of the song, it's going to start on a C again. Remember those giants we call death. Now on word death, go to C suspended, death and grave. Come back to a C on grave. And then A minor. They were like mountains that, and you want to go to, from an A minor, you want to do an F over an A. So all you have to do is take your ring finger and put it on the F note of the D string, which is the 3rd fret. So here's the A minor. And if you just put the ring finger down and play the exact same thing, 5 strings, it sounds very similar. Then you've got the F2 over A. You don't necessarily have to do this chord, actually. You can just stay on the A minor if you wanted to, but it just kind of sounds good. And then you go back to A minor again. So it would be like, they were like mountains that stood in our way. And then go to G suspended, but he came and he died and he rose. F. Those giants are dead now. To a C. And then C suspended, C. So let me do it with 16th notes so you can see what it sounds like. Remember those giants we call death and grave. A minor. They were like mountains that stood in our way. G suspended, but he came and he died. F and he rose. Those giants are dead now. And C. And then we're going to go into the chorus of the song. For the chorus of the song, first of all, the strum patterns, there's 2 ways you could really approach this pretty easily. One would be to do all down strums, so 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. This is our God, this is who he is. He loves us. I'm just doing all down strums. On the recording, it sounds like every single time that they change a chord, or most of the times, they're going to do a quick down up. So here's how that would work. If you were doing on, say, on beat 2, it would sound like this. 1 and 2 and a 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and a 3 and 4 and. Just on whatever chord you're going to change, it's on the and the of the beat. So if you count out 1 E and the and the is when you're going to do the quick down up. So if you're doing it on beat, say, 2 and beat 4, it would sound like this. 1 and 2 and a 3 and 4 and a 1 and 2 and a 3 and 4 and a down, 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 up, down, 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 up. If you're just doing it on beat 4, it would sound like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and a. But every time you would change a chord, you're going to do this little quick down up. So it would be like, this is our God, this is who He is, He loves us. This is our God, this is what He does, He saves us. But you could just do down strums the entire time. And every once in a while, just throw in a quick one whenever you want to. All right, the chords for the chorus are C over E, for this is our. So you got the E in the bass. It's a regular C chord. Other than that, it's just an E in the bass. And then it's an F2. To play an F2, that means that your G note is ringing open. So however you're going to finger your F, if you do an F like this, just lift up your second finger and you'll get the G note to ring out. Now typically when I play it, I will just play, I don't even let the skinny E string ring out. I just have that kind of muted by my first finger. But if you just lift up that second finger, that gives you the G note to ring out, which is the F2. But you don't have to. You can just play a regular F if you want to. So it's C over E. And this is our God. That's F2. This is who He is. That's a C. And then for loves us, it's going to be C over G to a G, or just G suspended to a G. He loves us. And then C over E. This is our God. F2. This is what He does. C. And then C over G, or G suspended, saves us to a G. C over E. He bore the cross. F2. Beat the grave. C. Let heaven, that's a G, and earth proclaim, that's A minor. And then G. This is our God. F2. King Jesus. G suspended. And on the very first chorus, that G suspended, you just let it ring out. So this is what it would sound like if you're doing all down strums. Oh, this is our God. This is who He is. He loves us. This is our God, this is what He does, He saves us. He bore the cross, beat the grave, let heaven and earth proclaim, this is our God, King Jesus. On all those chords, whenever you can, just leave your index finger on the first fret of the B string. That gives you a C note on just about every one of those chords. Here's the C over E. Here's the F2, here's the G suspended, and so the only chord that we're going to switch that on is just the G. Other than that, every single chord, even the A minor, has the index finger on that first fret of the B string. So let me play through the chorus if you're going to do down strums, but every once in a while on a chord you're going to do a quick down up. It would sound like this. Oh, this is our God, this is who He is, He loves us. This is our God, this is what He does, He saves us. I'm just doing a quick strum, beat the grave, let heaven and earth proclaim, this is our God, King Jesus. And you go back into 16th notes, and then we go into verse number 3. Remember that fear that took our breath away. For verse number 3 of the song, you just want to get the 16th note strum pattern going again. or you can do all down strums on 8th notes. So I'm going to go back to 16th notes on a C chord. Remember that fear that took our breath away. A minor. Faith so weak that we could barely pray. G suspended, but he heard every word. F, every whisper. C, and now those altars in the wilderness. So that's a C suspended and C on wilderness. Wilderness and A minor. Tell the story of his on faithfulness. You want to do the F2 over A. Faithfulness, back to A minor 7, and then G suspended. Never once did he fail, and he never will. That's an F chord. Never will. Then you go to a C chord, and going into the chorus, you're going to do just straight down strums. Never will. This is our God. This is who he is. And then you're into the chorus. So after verse number 3, you go into the chorus again. I'm going to play it using all down strums with an occasional up strum. Oh, this is our God. This is who he is. He loves us. And this is our God. This is what he does. He saves us. He bore the cross, beat the grave. Let heaven and earth proclaim this is our God. King Jesus, C over E, and then F major 7 to go into the bridge. For the bridge of the song, it's going to start on an F major 7, which means that the skinny E string is ringing out. You could just do an F if you want, but it's going to be all straight strums, and it's just really light. Who pulled me out of that pit? He did, he did. That's G over B. And then C. Who paid for all of our sin? Nobody but Jesus. On the sus of Jesus, that's a C over E. And then back into the bridge again. Who pulled me out of that pit? He did, he did. This is G over B and then C. Who paid for all of our sin? Nobody but Jesus. C over E. Then you go into bridge number 2. So for bridge number 2 of the song, it starts on an F major 7 again, which just means that that E string is ringing out. Who rescued me from that grave? Who rescued me from that grave? Yahweh, Yahweh. G over B, and then C. Who gets the glory and praise? Nobody but Jesus. That's C over E, and then back to F major 7. Who rescued me from that grave? Yahweh, Yahweh. That's a G or G suspended, whichever one you want. And then A minor. Who gets the glory and praise? And then G suspended and do the big yells. Nobody but him. And then ring out and then go into another chorus. So after the bridges, you repeat the chorus and then you're going to go into the tag. To get to the tag, you're just going to go all down strums on a C chord and then play C over E. He bore the cross, F2. Beat the grave is a C. Let heaven, on the word heaven, it's a G or G suspended, whichever one you want. And earth proclaim is A minor. And then a G. This is our God, F2. King Jesus, G suspended. And then go into 16th note strums for the outro. And this is our God. For the outro of the song, it's going to be back to 16th notes, and you're going to play C for four beats, and then C suspended for 2 beats, and then back to a C, and there's a little tagline on the melody if you want to do it. Oh, this is our God, A minor for a whole measure, and then C suspended over an F, and then C over F, and then C. So let me play the tag and then go into the outro. He bore the cross, beat the grave, let heaven and earth is our God, King Jesus. Oh, this is our God. So that's the song This Is Our God off the recording by Phil Wickham in the key of C. I'm going to make another video where I show you how to play this song using some other chords that you can change the key differently. So check out that video. If you want to stay up to date on my channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And if you like this video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up down below and have a great day.